Alright, hello everyone. Sorry for my small delay. I have to mute myself here and there. Yeah, I'm still in the middle of preparing it a little bit, as usual, because Tanguy said he will not share his camera, unfortunately, so I was just putting his picture. But yeah, it seems everything is running. Hello Leon, do you hear me fine? I hope so. And let me start by checking Facebook. Maybe I will check it on my mobile phone. Because Tanguy and Lukan were chatting about something. So I just want to be sure if there is not a problem. Okay, I cannot share with you too much details, but it seems that the problem with Tonguy's camera is that he should clean his flat and he doesn't have time to do it. But maybe it's just a joke. Anyway, yeah, hello everyone. Franta, can you please be so kind to announce it? Ah, you already did. Oh, amazing. Okay, great. So last time we had some problems with the AI board that wasn't working, and I would say I'm like quite sure it probably wasn't my fault because I tried it like the next morning and it was working, but theoretically maybe I could have messed up something, I don't know. But today it seems it's working. Actually, I had a small heart attack because I was testing this demo board during the week, and today I also tested on some Katago game, and it wasn't working, but it turns out on Katago games you can't use this AI thing for some reason. So I had a small heart attack, but it seems like it's working. Alright, so let me check just quickly what's going on with the guys. It seems everything is fine. And yeah, Lukan will... Ah, Lukan is already... Uh-huh. But for some... Okay. Let me put his camera on the stream. I hope he's ready. So, puff and... like this and like this, but for some reason it's flipped, as you can see. So I will try to tell him if he can't turn it 90 degrees. And yeah, that's it. So usually at the start we are like checking the players score, so we can do that also. So of course Lukan much easier to find than Tanguy. I always struggle with finding him. So let me pop this out. Lukan's current rating is 2711, so pretty solid 7 done. I think at the point he used to have like even 10 more, but quite strong. And I think Tanguy at the moment is a bit lower, like 2680-ish. And if we check opponents by rank, so we can also check who's the strongest guy that Lukan has ever beaten. 222, Artem, or Dinner, or Surma. Okay, so these 3 professional, but maybe some 7 dan will have even more value. Wow, their score with Palko is quite epic, 2152, with Shimi also. Yeah, I'm here somewhere too. I think I have recently played 100 games with Lukan. Yeah, he beat me 69 times. Ooh, and I won 31 times. But we are curious about Tanguy. So Tanguy Lukan is quite like it's 11-4 for Lukan. I thought he will be at an advantage, but I didn't think it was going to be so big. I thought it was going to be like 11-7, let's say. But yeah, and Tanguy is having a bit of a rough time with his rating, but I think like you have highs and lows, right? Okay, so maybe based on rating, in slow games, Lukan would be a small favorite, but in fast games, who knows? So Lukan, let me check what he wrote. We are trying to fix Lukan's camera. So he said he did the same thing last time. So maybe his phone like automatically switched it by 90 degrees. I'm actually not sure how I can rotate it in OBS. I don't think there is a function, or is there? Can try. But for sure the quality will, I can only do this. So it's a bit annoying. You asked a question on Discord, okay. So let me check. No. Lukan is asking about the time settings. So how are the time settings? Does somebody remember? It's on the, I have it on the stream, right? So let me just put this there. So yeah, the beginnings are always like this. So how can I fix this Lukan's problem for him? Maybe we can try how to rotate a picture in OBS 90 degrees. Edit transform window. Okay, let me try. Transform. There is no transform. Or can I really somehow? It's not, it's just flipping, that's the problem. Yeah, but there is no transformovat. Yes. Okay, I did it. So that's good. Now I just have to change the filter to make Lukáš bigger, and we are good to go. So always there is something, huh? You can be more ready than Michael Jackson before his concert, and still. Okay, I will just message him. And oh, thank you, robot, just to be on the safe side. And we should be ready, so let me check if Lukáš still wrote something in Discord. Yeah, but he knows, so everything is good on that side. So I will tell them start whenever you are ready. All right. Oh, saludos desde Argentina. Hello. Okay, I'm gonna catch up on chat. So hello everybody. No audio issue. That's good. He should just try to unlock the rotation. Yeah, I thought he had to do that, but I had problems with this feature also when I'm streaming, like from my camera, like Go tournaments. You know, just some video of the boards and the players. It somehow sometimes gets screwed like this. Yeah, one specific win for Tanguy was worth more than one win, I say. Yes, that's true. We can bring this rivalry back or up also. So, as you know, Lukáš is not a professional player yet. It may change in the near future, we can hope. So I'm just checking if they are not playing. And yeah, he lost in the final in Strasbourg. What year was it? I was playing that qualification, so it must have been a long time ago. Maybe 2018? Something like this. It was quite a close game. I think Lukáš had a quite big lead, but played a slightly slack move instead of an invasion, and then small mistake. So yeah, that was definitely like life-changing game for both of them. So we will see if this will affect these games, but I don't think so. And I'm really getting excited for this match because Tanguy was super entertaining, his games against Vsevolod, especially the last two games. And they were actually talking in the chat, in our like shared Facebook chat, like if Tanguy is going to play the Red Fuseki again or not. And Lukáš was like laughing that of course he will manage against it. But so I'm now even more curious if Tanguy is gonna do it or not. Okay, they are trying to become friends on OhMyGo now. And Tanguy is just putting some really good Spotify playlist and I'm on. And he's good to go, he's saying. So, it should start momentarily. And for those who are still kind of wondering, the final and semifinal, the final will be played tomorrow, sorry. And I'm just, yeah, I'm checking that the robot score says pass now, but I believe it will be a different layout once we start. Okay, so they started. Puff, puff, puff. Let's go. Review this game. Please, Katago. Don't fail on us this time. Enable AI. Everything is working. The life is beautiful. And let's enjoy this great match. So, in the first game, Lukáš is black, so the colors are correct. Thank you for announcing the game. And we immediately see something quite suspicious from Tanguy, because already this move is not very popular these days, right? But usually when you play it, you don't see black's time. Thank you. That's because it's hidden by these windows. Amazing, Leon. Thanks. And now everything is good. Yeah. So it's quite rare to see this jump at all, right? Usually you attach here, but when you play this, you play it for a moyo. So to have it with a combination with a Sansan means it's like something special that he prepared. So of course, these kind of moves, they can be for making territory, but also theoretically for attacking. Like now, if white plays here, yeah, exactly, this stone is pincering these 3 stones. So that's Tanguy's point. Usually as black you would block here now, but most probably when you are pincered, once you are pincered, you don't want to do it, so you play here. And still later, I think from white, move around here will probably apply a little pressure. I mean, it's not like too big of a move, but the group is much less stabilized now than if this move wasn't there. And perhaps it could be Tanguy's strategy to try to create weak groups for Lukáš. Because if Lukáš gets into a very stable position, I think he's very difficult to beat. Alright. Go Tanguy. Yeah, so I was trying, I thought I will be like, try to be not biased. Of course I'm Czech as Lukáš, but to be 50-50. But now I will be cheering a little bit more for Lukáš because he's sharing his camera, which is something that absolutely must be appreciated. So now I'm like rooting a little bit for Lukáš because of this willingness to go the distance for us. Well, anyway, the game is continuing quite normally. So this is the time settings plus 5 minutes plus 7 seconds. So it's not too fast. It gets very fast from the 3rd game on, I think. And white just jump. I'm a little surprised. And I'm searching. I thought that white will peep. That's quite common. And Hane and something like this. But you can also just jump. Again, it's a move that makes the situation less stable. Like I think maybe the peep can be also possible, but if you don't do it, this is a bit more abstract. So Tanguy is really like leaving agi or potential problems for his opponent. Thank you, I am, for the message. Yeah, I'm also glad we did it. I think later, before we start a second like bigger version of this tournament, I will try to host some show matches so that we test even more different time settings. So I hope you guys will join for that as well. Well, anyway, Lukáš approached here. And now I wonder if I were white what I would do. So it feels like you want to play tenuki, yeah. And then the question is of how annoying this shape can get. But I don't think it will be too annoying. It's just that if you play tenuki as white, then now it will be much harder for you to attack this group. Or even this group, because, yeah, it's... since you are not as strong here. But it doesn't matter. I'm not sure, we can check on the AI board. Yeah, if I go back, if this shoulder hit... Yeah, tenuki was correct, as you see. He should play here, but this shoulder hit seems very natural. So, nothing too surprising. And we glanced at the point that black wanted to play here. Yeah, I don't know this jump. I always play this wedge. That's how the Japanese masters taught me. So this is interesting move from Katago, but... Yeah, this is normal, and actually I like this variation a lot for white usually, because this is how Guli used to play this kind of fighting games. So I have played this variation personally many times. just usually you don't have the move here. So you can question it. Is the move at the perfect spot as you would like, where you would like it to be? I think so. Because otherwise, when this kind of fight happens, you can have two weak groups. Now you have just one. And this move, what feels to me like snailish, very slow. I would have probably added a move in the middle. Of course, you can do it even now, as Katago is showing, but this move will always be kind of... Well, it's already a wasted move, right? If you play one, then whites jump, then you probably jump into the center. So let's check. But in Katago it was the blue move. So Lukan, experienced player. And he played the attachment, and he's going to use the weakness that white left. But as we can see on the score, this invasion looks like it was helping white a little bit, because he gained like 2 points. And it's true that it feels like if white just extends, then you still have to protect this somehow. How do you protect it? Probably push. And then you didn't accomplish much. You stole a little bit of territory, but white kind of fixes his shape. Not sure if you connect now, probably. Or maybe Hana. So I wouldn't be too happy. And Tanguy is thinking, so I wonder if he's considering this. But I don't think this cut is a problem, so it feels very natural to extend. Looks so much like Happy Lukan game. Yeah, you are right that this move, which I questioned, is exactly what makes it a Happy Lukan game. So it was probably a no-brainer for him. Okay, so you protect like this. Yeah, I think it's better than what I offered. Because, I mean, there is still a lot of agi with this cut, and even this Hane was helping. So, yeah, I don't want to use the AI board too much, but yeah, it was the correct move. White connect. And it feels like that black should extend here, I agree. Because otherwise, why did we cut? I mean... Because in a, in an imaginary world, we could imagine that there is not this exchange, this cut for this jump. I feel this can be a minus for black if he is never gonna do anything with these guys. Is my feeling, but probably it's a detail. Hey Ben, nice to see you. I just hope Tanguy wants 3-0 Lukan. All the good karma will be left for the pro qualification. Yeah, I think Tanguy at the previous stream, he was already asking Ali how confident he is of facing him in the finals. Jokingly saying that he will win this match. So he maybe destroyed his karma a little bit by that show-offing. But we will see. I think this game, there was not a big mistake at all. Like, since all of the moves look natural, and they still have 3 minutes of time. It's kind of what we expect of this setting. But still, once you lose your main time, and I think it will happen in about 50 moves, you will have 7 seconds per move, so it can still get quite blitzy. So Lukan is basically saying, dude, I made you this wall, I don't care about this stone anymore, and white just comes back and captures this. I think all of the people that love Japanese Go will agree with Tanguy. I think it's very honte. You know, this exchange is a slight minus, but of course not a big minus. But theoretically he could have continued here as well, that's what I would have done. I mean, especially now that I'm thinking about it, especially since this black group is not stable, it makes this running out less likely. So... But it's still such a big move that in itself that probably is worth playing it. Wow. Wait. Usually, yeah, I was thinking how they got this shape. Usually it's like one moved, pushed to the left, right? When there is this long shimmery and white invades here, and then jump kicks and peeps there. Like, yeah, one next to it. So now that this... I mean, it's strange move a little bit, no? This one, you can, if you can just jump. Like usually there is a 2 space gap here between these 2 stones. And now there is just 1 space gap. So I would argue it must do less damage. Really, Ben, you think Lukan has been playing the same for the last 10 years? I actually quite disagree with this, because he okay, maybe not, this game is not the prime example of what I'm trying to say, but recently, at least against me and like Czech players, he's quite often going for moyo. So maybe not in the most important games, but I think he has started experience much more with kind of fighty style, or you know, playing with power instead of territory. And I can feel it because I play against him, I'm much happier to play against him nowadays. Not because my chance of winning would be higher, but because the game is always more like fun to play than his previous cockroach style. So for me, I feel like he changed a lot. Lukan used to play blitz on KGS as everybody. So this looks like some natural sequence, right? White went to cut. Theoretically, I wonder if black couldn't have just played here and, you know, sacrificed the stones. And then, but probably it's slack. So played like this. Just lived. Yeah, now what do you do? Like, you are alive here, right? But this moyo is getting bigger, and there is a little agi with this stone still. Yes, I just checked the AI board. I wanted to also say, maybe you just play here. Because then, you know, you prepare a way to the... Whoa! Really? Is it working? Isn't it a minus? What is the purpose of this, I wonder? Like, surely you don't just want to capture this lone stone. Or is it because he aims at this? Probably he wants to destroy the shape, kind of, and, you know, enter the moyo through this side. I think that's the point. But it's still a bit suspicious, because now... What? Lukan is cooking some knedlik dumpling. Oh, this cannot be good for... What is the AI? Yeah, it's -10 sequence. What is this? Suicide. And Lukan, we can see on the camera, he's not too happy. Yeah. Probably he thought something else. Like maybe... Perhaps he didn't consider this and was calculating just this squeeze. But is this even... Like, you have to come back and something along this line? Maybe is what he was calculating, and this was the surprise move in the variation. But yeah, now this... Suddenly, the questioned move is on the perfect spot. Oi, oi, oi. I wonder if in some universe white shouldn't have pushed here before connecting, like now. Because would black really answer? But maybe he would answer here actually. No, he wouldn't. Because now you can force this 1-4-2, which later, you know, will be 1-4-2 here. But yeah, probably just a detail. Yeah, this is a disaster. But let's try to find some silver lining. The problem is, yeah, probably this is better than just to descend, but still this move will be center, right? Yeah, behind on boat. So like this. Oh, for some reason there isn't the picture of Tanguy in the rest of the... Okay, I will fix it after this game. Yeah, and yeah. So black basically, yeah, this is center. It's unfortunate because it really connects white here. Like, black has a chance in this game because he has some points. And his only problem is this. Of course, normally this would maybe die or it would be harassed so hard that, yeah. But you know, if black manages to save these 5 in a row, he's back in the game. So that's what he has something to hope for at least. But I'm not sure how to get out of this. So Lukáš has 1 minute. 1 minute less than Tanguy. Some crosscut, but... And we need to see some magic. Winning this game with black is a normal Tuesday on KGS. Yeah. Yes, I can remove the AI suggestions from the OGS boards, but I don't want to. We were discussing this for the past streams, and we reached the conclusion that most people like it this way. And I think for me it's also more entertaining to see the... I mean, you know, you can check the main board, right? And you don't need to look for at the AI suggestion board, or? Yes, so now... Is there some hope here? Like, there is one eye, but, I mean, this, for example... it's some ko, right? But, so we see, it feels like success, but the AI is saying it's like 20 points worse than before, because white has so many quadrats here. So, I mean, let's try to check if, for example, Lukáš answers and Tanguy plays a misclick and Lukáš connects. It's still like 20, so even if it connects, it wasn't such a big success. But yeah, this will be hard to come back from now. So I think sometimes this happens mostly in Q games quite often, that you play and you mess something up, right? And then if you are experienced, you can be like, okay, whatever, and you just play elsewhere, and maybe there will be agi later on. But what people very often do is that they play like till the end of the variation, and from losing by 5, they reach a completely disaster because, for instance, they could die with everything. And I feel like this is what happened here. That at this point, Lukáš could have been like, oops, okay, I didn't see this move, and just play here or just come back to this. And it would be bad, but fine. But he tried to, you know, give purpose to his moves and play till the end, and that's how he reached this state. So yeah, sorry for the distracting AI board if it distracts someone, but... Okay, and Lukáš resigned now. So or lost by time, I cannot see. But yeah, quite rough game, the first one. And for Tanguy, it must be quite different feeling, because last time he played, he started 0-2, so now he's in the lead. So let me adjust. Ah, yeah. So I wanted to. Yeah. Fix Tanguy's picture, right? So that's okay. Now. So here I can hide it, and then the score is now 1-0 for Tanguy. And the next game, Lukáš will be white, so we are ready for everything. And now, yeah, quick break. Trohde, I believe, is Thomas, who is taking care of the huge Vejči group, right? Okay, thanks for understanding with the board. I mean, it's difficult questions. Like, so I started doing this because I really enjoy these chess blitz tournaments, even though I don't play chess. And the only thing, I don't know, it's enjoyable thanks to the AI board for me. So yeah, that's kind of the reason behind it. No camp for Tanguy, yeah. No chance to see him celebrate. In Blitz, it's much harder for me to realize my mistakes and stop in time. Yeah, I agree, it's definitely, when you don't have time to think, it's harder. But I think Lukáš must have felt that this situation was hopeless. We can actually check in the small AI board. So if we go back to this situation, yeah, and now he just played here. It's like 8 points for white. So of course it was a minus to play, but it was not so horrible. So yeah. So now the next game will be played with the time setting of what? 4 minutes and 6 seconds, yeah. And Lukáš is back, so I will slowly go look at his profile, and we will be here and trying to catch them playing as fast as possible. Well, otherwise, yeah, the pro qualification is behind the corner, right? Till they start. There is actually finally a web page about it. Or at least it was somewhere, right? Professional, here, yes. So these are the players. Just check if they are playing. Okay, not yet. So I was surprised to see Yu Zhexing. I didn't know he was European, like that he had a European passport. Since he appeared in Germany quite recently, no? I mean, I remember him like 2 years back, but perhaps it's just my bad. And then, yeah, Benjamin is again playing. I didn't know also. He played at the last qualification and he made it to the semifinal, almost beating Jan Šimara. But yeah, otherwise, probably the big... I'm sorry, Remy. I think also a very strong player, but I would draw the line for me like here. I think for me these are the candidates to become pro. Theoretically, you never know about the young guys. but we will see. How do you guys feel? Do you think somebody from the lower half has a chance? Especially since it's this round robin format, you really need to play well the whole time. Yeah, Valery is not playing again because of his studies, yeah. Ah, he's the European U18 champ, so he definitely has a passport. Oh, Remy spent a lot of time in Korea, like recently? Wow. I thought I didn't speak with him, like we didn't have a conversation in a while, but last time we spoke, he was looking for a job, but that was a few years ago. So nice that he's still studying Go. Well, then maybe. Alright, so in this game Lukan is white and Tanguy is black. Time setting 4 minutes plus 6 seconds. And so far nothing out of the ordinary. Hard to say, because this is quite a again strange Fuseki, right? So Lukan, I assume Lukan played the second move here, so that it's not possible to do the Tasuki Fuseki. And then this is again something that Tanguy prepared. But yeah, for sure even. There will be no easy games at the pro qualification. Yeah, I think it will be also a lot about psychology, because some bad losses will always happen, and you will need to fix your mentality quite fast. Alright, so now, I mean, you probably, I would connect somehow, but I'm not sure if I'm accomplishing much as black by doing this. But maybe you can leave it, you can just play Tenuki. But not really sure what black's goal here is. For sure it doesn't feel like you can block. This cut is too good of a shape. So then what else? Yeah, just Tenuki and be like, I'm happy about this exchange. Yeah, it seems like Katago doesn't mind it at all. For me, it feels that it's killing some Aji. Like, you know, someday you could have invaded here or played here if you played for Moyo. But yeah, it's just a stylish preference. Yeah, I agree with Zbigniew. And this looks like shape. But now what? Just take care of the group. And it's a question for white on how to continue. So AI wants to play here. I would feel like pushing, but it also doesn't feel too satisfying. But this connection seems a bit slack. Because so now we can say that black gained a bit here, because before, if he did these exchanges, white, or maybe he would have still played here. But yeah, now he can cleanly close him. Okay, but now I would really like to divide, yeah. Okay. This feels clean. Like black just divided. If he survives here without some major minuses, I would say it's a strange decision from white. Because now suddenly, like before, I never imagined this L shape to become weak. Yep. So, is this alive? 100%? If this is alive like this, of course there will be some center moves, so it means that these two will suffer a little more than usual, but still this area is so open and all these attachments and jumps. Okay. And then, I mean, in theory, even this cut can become relevant at a point when black will peep and peep, you know. So just jump. I would just play something around here now. Not sure where. This is the safest, that's why I... or peep, okay. I don't think this can be much of a minus, unless this move somehow was killing this corner. No, okay. And this is actually not so spectacular for black, because, you know, white has this in center later. So this is also some kind of gain for white. Yeah, so this is the game. And yeah, white should play here immediately. Next experimental tournament is +2 beer per game. I'm not sure if I could stream it on YouTube, if they don't have some policy against alcohol. 5-minute base time plus 30 seconds per beer, yummy. Yeah, and now the situation kind of stabilizes and it's about even. We can see that the lead is like 2 minutes, but again Lukáš has about a minute extra, so I don't feel like yeah, he's behind at all. Maybe this was a small minus, but still this kind of game, at least for me, is a little bit unclear of what to expect, because these running groups, like where to play now, like how to evaluate. Should I still add a move here, or should I... So it wanted to play this schema in center to stabilize this cut, I guess. Okay, this one was checking Lukáš's face. This one I don't know about. Usually this kind of Kosumi is helping the opponent, right? Because now, for example, you have this weakness, etc. So I'm not sure, but perhaps he's seeing it dead. It feels like, because I mean, there is no point for you to play these exchanges now. I don't think. Like, it could wait. So it's just killing Aji. So I think it means Lukáš thinks he can kill it. Because, yeah, why to play it now? Or else, of course, if you don't have time, you can play this. But maybe there is a... Maybe there is a different reason I just thought about. So I wanted to say you can play here to win time. You know, when you are in Biomi, but Lukáš still has a lot of time, so why to do time switches now? But maybe he can play this move to make Tanguy lose time. Because now he can't mess this up. And he's already spent like 45 seconds. So I've never thought about it that way too much. Because this format rarely happens. And Tanguy finds the best move. And he will live. But the time is going to be a problem, maybe. Yeah, so far, Tanguy seems to be dominant, but I mean, you know, I wouldn't say this game was played badly by white. It was just a bit strange here, but how it ended up, it was about even. Maybe now he wants to find out exactly which move he will have sent. I think it's just a minor issue. Yeah? It's like 2 points for black now. So I really don't think this is in any way terrible. And still, how to live? Atari here. So is there a way to live without ko? Like no, white can just play here and it will be probably ko, right? So yeah, overall, this I deem this okay. It's +7 for black, but I thought it was like good question. Now I know there is ko here, or is there not? If I just extend. I think it's ko, but maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, and white starts harassing this group. I don't agree with the machine here that it's good for black. I mean, this shape is like Orion, the star formation, but it's not very good shape. So, and for some reason this peep looks crucial. But yeah, but then again, I would say that none of these two black groups is in real danger. And at a point you have to check the territory you have, and white doesn't have much. So perhaps he's losing because he really needs to make out lot out of this attack, and it's not gonna be possible. But at least shape-wise, I wouldn't be dissatisfied. Yeah, but I'm not sure. Maybe I was calculating this. Maybe to this you can play here, but no, it's also ko, right? Because if I just play tuck, 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 I mean, I'm not blind, right? I mean, okay. Or maybe this is the point. I thought it's, yeah, maybe you can accept this. Like, it's a minus, but it's not such a big minus. Yeah, I think that's it, yeah, because this 6 is center, and you can just give these 2 stones, perhaps. Maybe that's the point, I would say. Can't you counter? It feels like shape. Okay, he plays from the safe side. Still yeah. Yeah, in this variation, yes. But then maybe if I block from this... No. Yeah, maybe you are right, Jean said. But it's gonna be a kind of hardcore ko. White almost risking as much as black, so... Yeah, so black will just... Can he extend? Seems quite dangerous. You can also... Oh. Black took. Okay, so then white got center out of this situation. So now black is alive. And it's going to be about chasing these 2 dragons. I don't know if you know the professional player Miyazawa Goro. He's one of my favorite Japanese 9-dan, old guy nowadays. I hope he's still an old guy. I haven't checked on him for a while, but he used to play these kind of shoulder hits on 5th line when he wanted to attack a group. And he gave royally like all of the territory to the opponent and then went for the kill, and it was like amazing games, like shoulder hits on Hoshi quite often happened. But Lukan chooses the sane approach. And let's check the time. Yeah, Tanguy has 10 seconds. So I'm not sure how much time he had when he took this. but perhaps it was also due to time pressure. And yeah, how weak can this white group possibly be? Because if this Hana is always kind of center, and then there is this attachment, this is already alive. And if black plays first this Kosumi, white still has one eye here, and half eye here. In theory it can be attacked, but not really. Okay, so I can bet my life that white will not allow black to connect here under no circumstances. I hope, at least. Now that I made this stupid bet. But yeah, I'm sometimes in this kind of situations, Tanguy was afraid of this cut, so he played this push exchange, so there is not this double atari. Sometimes you can play immediately here, you know, and then to display this one. So not sure if it's not a minus to play here, but yeah, I mean, he has less than 10 seconds, so he's just finding the simple variations. And some of us can be happy that white cut here, now just make shape, and isn't this dead? This question mark group, what am I doing here? Ah, it's gonna be a heart. Can this live? And for sure you can try. White is ahead just by 7, yes. And this is the problem of this Kosumi, but it gained a move, so we can't trash talk it anymore. So some clamp and yeah. To me it's starting to look like it's gonna be hard to live here. Yeah, and AI also. What did Goro play? I missed it. Miyazawa Goro was playing the shoulder hits on 5th line. Like on Hoshi, you played shoulder hit on 5-5. Yeah, the heart is forming for the fence, but yeah. So we tried, but let's wait and try to attack this group. So this is of course black's chance, but if our reading wasn't incorrect, white can make 2 eyes here, so black doesn't have any time to like enclose. He has to start from downstairs somehow. Maybe here is better. Yeah, of course it's better. This Kosumi was silly, but still, I mean, how? Yeah. And this is not an eye completely. Okay, so there is no eye here at the moment. And even if white plays this one, you can play... Okay, so white played here. So still black... And it's a question. He had to block? Why did he have to block? If you play elsewhere... because then there is this ko, I see. So he was arguing there would be an eye here. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, so it means there is a half eye. Maybe a bit more than half, because in theory black has to play here, which he doesn't have to, he maybe can't do anytime. Okay, now he can. Probably. Like, black's problem is this group. Like this, it's still not alive. And the shape here is not good compared to this, so white has many forcing moves. And still one eye, yeah, it looks difficult to kill to me. But possible. An eye for an eye. My feeling would be to push. But yeah, playing abstract moves is quite often better in this kind of living situations. It's much harder to handle. Yeah, and this I don't think we are scared of. We just give up these two. They are too small, no? I mean, this... Okay, black will have to add a move like here-ish. Because, yeah. Okay, maybe. And white lift. And if this is indeed dead... Yeah. I'm not sure if this was the best shape. Let me check on the AI. Ah, tenuki. Okay, no. I don't understand. It's living. So, it's dying, this one. I think is the problem. But even if it wasn't dying, I don't think the top side would be enough if white enclosed. Yeah, like you can see something like this. It seems much bigger. So I question this move a little bit, but probably it's still very hard to do anything. And white managed well to get out of the trouble here. And those are the fans that were disappointed in Lukáš in the first game. And also, yeah, you can feel a bit safer. And I feel like also his face, like playing face, became more focused and more serious. And yeah, this is what you can do sometimes. It's like you pretend that this group is dead, kind of. Take the points elsewhere, and then haha, surprise, I can still live, but I don't think it's the case. I mean, still black could try to attach, but since this is no way to make this eye. Right. Or can there be... So let's try to... okay, this looks like a key point. I mean, like this already, if this is center, starts to be suspicious, but still probably not alive. Like Keima? Or here, yeah, this is a good move. And now black can Atari. But yeah, there is no eye here, so... I mean, even if this is somehow center and black makes an eye magically, it's not... It doesn't seem it's enough, so... Yeah, so of course then you go for the kill. But you can just play b3, I think. Yeah, it's probably better. This is kind of like chicken thinking. You see this defensive move works, so you play it. It's always better to play the 100% move. Peep, connect. And if there is a semi between this and this, it doesn't look like black can win it. Like white has a lot of liberties, but it's not even possible to make the semi, right? Or is there? Seems hard. Yeah, just fall back to endgame. Or maybe this is just like gaining time to think about this situation first. I mean, I think even in this fast format, Tanguy must know that this will not be enough. Yeah. So he resigned now, and we can update the score. So 1-1, so great. It's still gonna be a long night. And now Lukáš is going to be black. GG, yeah. So, and if we check the AI graph, so it's around here. So at this point, okay, 5-minute break. Sure. At this point, it's half game. So we can, okay, maybe I will check it in the AI window. So, and maybe I will still keep the layout like this, so people are not confused. Yeah. So here. Ah, so directly this would have been the move. Okay, but it's very complicated. But let's say that what happened in the game is possible. Ah, black should Atari first. Oh, but yeah, white. Okay, if white extends. Ah, so he will live like locally. Like it will be easier to live here, but you pay some price. Aha, and that's why. So if you play this Atari, you will just take, and then it's alive. This, really? Not really, no. It's some kind of ko, but a lot of ko threats. Okay, I don't know. So it seems like black was in a difficult situation. So then, logically, which move do we blame? I want to blame this guy. Because this is like a territorial move when, if your plan is to run with this, yeah, peep, and okay, we exchange. And start, yeah, take care of this group. Yeah, I feel like this was maybe too much, but of course very hard to judge. Like the game was still very even. Or you can blame, yeah, you can blame this guy, right? You just, I mean not this guy. Sorry, yeah, the capture. That was maybe not necessary because the ko is hard to play. Yeah, probably this one maybe. So both. We can blame both. What can they do? I predict half pointer for the next game since both of them died once. I shouldn't have to read those to read Tsumegos in those blitz. Ah, so Tanguy is joining the chat. Okay, so if, but then what do you blame? If you don't want to read this Tsumego, then you don't enter here. But this is a move you have to do, right? So maybe just here. Ah, without the exchange, you could play just here. Because even this feels like... Oh, okay. I thought we just squeeze. But this is still even, so it was possible. But it feels good to split, in my opinion. And yeah. I won't put myself in such situations. Better sacrifice. It's only move, yeah. Yeah, the split. Yeah, I agree. But I still think this... Yeah. Well, I will just run to the toilet, so please don't start the game. Like, give me 1 minute. And, yeah. Alright, I'm back. Is the third game finished already? Tanguy messaged me on Facebook. I just want to check. Ah, okay. Okay, I'm here. And... Camera is frozen? I don't think so. I maybe was just not moving. Or is a problem on Twitch? No, I see it moving even on Twitch. Alright, guys. Let's go. I'm ready. Okay, so Lukan, we said will be black this time around, right? So let's put the layout. So now it will be like 5 minutes. Wait, 3 minutes plus 5 seconds, right? Yeah, 3 minutes plus 5 seconds. Okay, they are playing. Let's jump to it. Review. So Lukan is black. And I think I should stop saying it. This is Lukan's most confident fuseki. This is what he plays when he wants to win the most, I would say. If they can hear me, no, they can't, because I mean, they could open YouTube, right? But on Discord, I'm muted, or I hope, yeah, I'm muted on Discord. Oops. Yeah, like this. So they can't hear me on Discord, and I don't think the guys would listen on YouTube. And I think, I'm not sure if it would be even helpful. Maybe when they have time, but when they reach the blitz setting, it probably can be more confusing. Yeah, I have seen this shape before, so I think this is Joseki, as far as I know. But Katago says it's +2 for black. Throwback to 2015? How do you mean, Victor? They have played this, or is this Joseki from 2015? It's true that it doesn't appear so often these days. I remember... Oh my god, was it already 10 years? I remember loving this move. Like, it looks so cool, right? This is a Joseki from 2, so really? Okay. N5 is a mistake. Huh? So you block? You block this? Really? No way, no. Well, tell me, Ben, while I check the game. And this is like... I used to play this Joseki when I was a kid, I think, and since then I kind of stopped. N5, dude. Sorry, yeah. N5 is a mistake. This one. So you... So you connect and solve the groups separately? Maybe I have seen something like that a while back. Connecting is I move, yeah, okay. Yeah, I think I have seen that. And again, San from Tanguy. And this move, what is this? Does it exist? I think I approached Sansan here in most of my games when they play Sansan, and white always plays like here-ish, right? But yeah, it's second consideration by AI. And yeah, so this reverts to Hoshi Joseki. Like if you have Hoshi, white approaches, you attach from top, and black extends. And I believe in this Joseki, it's a small mistake to cut, no? I thought it doesn't work even if you have the ladder. but looks like it's going to end up evenish. So yeah, so probably possible. I mean, yeah, I saw it played, so it's like rarer. Usually people tend to connect here as white instead of cutting. And now what? So you just take. And what does white... Wait, what? And then white plays here. And to this you can connect here, and you will not be captured. Sorry, so that's the point. For a while I was reading like what is going on here because this is captured, but yeah, you can just connect, and this seems like you will manage. Yeah. So what white just takes? Yes. You Atari, and do you spend a move here? Probably you have to, because otherwise the cut has no meaning, right? Also white could take, but yeah, this is better, and black will add a move. I can add a move here too, but yeah. And this is... And white tenuki. My heart wants to add a move here. Kind of feels like I'm building a moyo. Yeah, nice. Tanguy and I are on the same page. And now, where do you play? Like in some instances you can attach to this stone, but yeah, this peep, I don't think, yeah. Always in this Joseki, I actually played this, some similar variation in my PandaNet game recently, and I just connected and was a huge mistake. So this is good. And this feels active, and trying to make these guys work together is going to be possible. And this shoulder hit feels nice for black, kind of. I wouldn't be unhappy, but the situation is completely even. G12 looks painful. G12 looks painful, like this schema. But do you have the time? I mean, can't black just block it? With this shape problem, I would be afraid. Wow, yeah, this... Still, Tanguy is playing a lot of Hontes. I like it. And probably necessary move as well, since if white extended here, this group would be weak, so it's not really a Honte. Perhaps it was only move. Still trying to exploit this shape a little. And now comes the question, do you play this Hane? But yeah, for sure not. Just focus on the important thing of solving this group. And slowly, I would say this situation is finished. Is it? Oh, okay. And now, I think this move means that Tanguy wants to play Tenuki. Like, basically by making this exchange, he's making this push smaller from black. Yeah, and he will play on this side. I was curious on how to play. You have so many choices. I don't know if this is the best. Of course you will split the stone, but in a bad shape, and black still has this attachment. But for sure this is not going to be... Yeah, I mean, it's for sure a possible variation. But yeah, this is a situation where you can spend like 2 hours thinking which one is the best here of those things. Or just invading directly. It's what I would have done probably. But this is just simple, saving time and... Oh, cool. Cool, but... Lately... People are a bit suspicious of Moyos. Black settled too easily. But white also like solidified the shape. You know, it was never white's privilege to have this territory. So I think this looks like okay-ish compromise. And feels like this game, there wasn't any big mistake so far, right? The game is like half pointer, or maybe plus minus 2 points the whole time. But Lukan has like 1 minute extra. And that's quite important. And also, maybe this is a question for stronger players, like, or players who know Tanguy and Ben. Ben, he's always getting in my mind. Tanguy and Lukan. Who is the better at endgame? Like, Lukan's endgame was always praised. But I don't know about Tanguy basically at all. But I think he's also playing quite solid, right? Or? And the game looks even, like +2 for black. So this idea of closing the boxy check was not bad. How is it even a question? Well, for me it's a question because I don't know Tonguy's endgame. But so tell me, Ben, please. How good is Tonguy's endgame? How many points would he lose against God? Well, this certainly is big. Oh, okay. So Ben believes Lukan's endgame is superior too. So we will see. But this block, yeah, and now you have to... Actually, it's quite brave of Lukan, no? To leave this stone here for such a long time, even though white got this wall. Perhaps at this stage you could even consider just connecting. It must have been a mistake, no? Isn't this... This feels smaller to me. But if you are prepared, and you know how to handle it lightly and easily, then maybe it's possible. Like baiting, you know? White to disconnect me, please. And actually, the result, I mean, we will somehow connect, right? Okay, just here. Seems okay. Yeah, didn't change much, the score. I think AI wanted to play here, because you still can't divide. Even like this is a problem, I think. And so then this is better shape for sure than just this, which has this move, for example, or some aji. And now black could still... Wait, isn't this a problem? If black plays here, because then white committed this move. It can be a huge mistake if it works. For example, this variation works. And this one also, no? I think, but according to Katago, it's still quite even. Oh, because white can play here. Really? Ah, and live in the corner. Can Tanguy find this move? He has 5 seconds to do it and he does it. Nice. Good. Cool. Quite incredible. So this fight that appeared a bit out of nowhere-ish turns out to be around even. And black can play here, but yeah, I would also connect. But now white gained a little bit with this variation. Like, black lost the corner, white lost this territory, but it wasn't so big anyway. And the corner like changed points, right? So now it's half-point game. Great. So what is big? I mean, this is kind of... I'm thinking if some cut here can generate some problem for white, but it doesn't seem like. And white wants to punish this double hane. So if this happens... Oh, this is a problem, because there is this squeeze and then this, and it's all dead. So Lukáš correctly to this cuts plays this double atari. Wow, back to the game. And again, quite a surprising variation. Maybe this was too much. Black loses the corner. I mean, how can this be still even? How comes white didn't gain that much? So, because white had quite the potential here too, so it's like mutual damage. Tanguy managed to accumulate a bit of time by these throw-ins. And found the best move. And this shape, by the way, in the corner, just a question for you guys, is it 100% alive? I think it's like double kono. Like if black plays here, there will be something like this, no? But it's not enough liberties in my variation, so does somebody know this shape with this hane, how it's... Quite often this ends up in some kind of strange double ko. And AI doesn't want to play here, so I think it's safe to say it's alive. So if you extend and I block, atari, push, cut, right? So you have to play there, yes. And now, but I can still... And if I play this way, there is a ladder working for black, so you need to be smart about it. Ah, but black can play here. He can just start by atari and then... This dirty variation probably is a problem for white. So white had to kind of withdraw from the fight. Yes. And this must have been... But it's not again. Maybe it wasn't the biggest place to play. It's true that this extension is quite tremendous. This was very, very big that white got this. And now he's ahead by 3 points. Yeah, I think it's probably because white got center in a quite crucial moment. So far the endgame is better than Tanguy, and it's... But so what is this, peep? It's nothing? So if you just connect, I play here, like this, and it's also problem. So isn't it something? Two stage ko. Yeah. So this variation. But then, shouldn't we like... But it's true that white is alive everywhere. There are not so many co-threads for black. So actually this can be a minus. Because if you... What can you get? If you get these 3, is it enough for all of the... Because the corner got much bigger, right? Well, anyway. What happened here? So just some endgame. But white managed to save these 4 stones in center. So I don't think he's displeased. And this shape is now coming into question. Ah, you are talking about small Jose. Yeah, you'd be surprised how many points you can lose in small Jose. Like you don't even blink and 3 points have gone missing. Now Katago is slowly starting to show this. But yeah, I think the Kotrets are really a problem. And white has... Okay, so... But this doesn't change anything, right? It's still the same. But maybe... You can also play here. I mean, to this it's alive, so... So like this is also something, right? Yeah, but this is something bad. Bad for white. Okay. Well, I think it's still there. Oh, and Tanguy added a move. So this is the small Jose thing. Oh, Tanguy really peaked in this game. And now that white got this, he's ahead by Komi about. So it seems hard to lose at this stage. And somebody predicted that this game will be a half pointer. Could still happen. But yeah, now, like, taking from the point of view of big upsets, it's hard to find a place where white could mess up big time. So it's only like small endgame, really. And gaining 7 points in small endgame, I think it's quite impossible. So if Tanguy wins with this kind of move, it's really cool victory. And Lukan looks calm, but don't you feel also a bit sad? Maybe he knows he's losing. Oh, this was the AI move? Really? What a legend. Okay, so now it's only 5.5, so 2 points already have are reported missing. I'm feeling, isn't this place quite big? So no trick now here, so... Maybe now this? Oh, really? Like this Hana, no, is something, but something, it's nothing. Oops, I thought, you play this and then you have this double peep, but white can actually answer here. And if you tenuki, then there is maybe this problem. But maybe then this also is not alive. So maybe it is something, after all, but nothing big. Whoa, it's 1.5 point? What happened? This is first mistake. This descent. And then squeeze. Oi, oi, oi. But it seems like... Okay, the AI is quite confused. So this is very big. Yeah, because it's working like directly, right? Oh my god. Have you guys noticed? Wait, let me analyze the game. Like puff, 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 right? And then if you are alive here, then it's for sure very big. Oi, oi. Yeah, the half-point prediction looks to have been a genius move. But so this is quite simple to see. So it's this Tsumego. Okay. Now the dust settles. Yeah, I think this one we will need to look at it a bit more of what happened in this endgame. So don't forget this push, right? Maybe these Hanes can be also quite big. Isn't this really the biggest? Yeah, or the connection, yeah, because I'm thinking, you know, if black gets this, and this push, and then cuts, then the cut is in center and white will have to add a move, so that's why I'm thinking this left side is important. And this block is like reverse center, but... yeah, I think... Okay. So, of course, it all depends also on the parity of the endgame points, so maybe it didn't matter. Does Lukan have a Kotret? Yep. So, white for sure can't win this call. Is there a point somewhere? And Lukan has 1 minute 26. He's like, I'm winning this by half point. Why would I spend more time? So this is the third game, so it's 3 minutes plus 5 seconds. Hello, Anton. I mean, isn't it a little bit like unexperienced to finish the game with 1 minute 30 on your clock? When it's a half pointer? Wasn't there a time where we could have like thought about the endgame? Yeah. Jordi's half point prediction was quite amazing. Sorry. Japanese rules. 6.5. I mean, this game to lose for Tanguy, it's a heartbreaker. I mean, probably he didn't know, right? That he was quite ahead in the endgame. But to lose it by half... so Jordi is like Matthias Pankoke, right? If I'm correct. Thanks for your message on the Facebook post, by the way. What? Yeah, Tanguy is saying... Tanguy is saying, is it Japanese rules or Chinese? Because I would win in Chinese. So let me check. I hope I wrote the rule set in this document. If not, I have to edit. Japanese rules. Oof. I'm safe. I don't need to cheat. Festival. Okay, so it's a pity that I don't see the graph. I can see it. Okay, let me make it smaller so you guys can see the graph. So white was ahead by most. Here it's like 10 points even. And then gradually lost it. And let's check in the other window which was the losing move. So here it's +4, so it's still very safe for Tanguy. So this one. So this one loses 2 points. So in this shape you should play here, because if I take, you can just block. And this is all of your territory. Like even after this there is nothing. Like, oops. Yeah. So 2 for 6 points, and in the game it's like 1 point minus. So this is nice to know. And yeah, this looks like it's quite big because it's probably Sentinel. Yeah, like the territory difference here compared to what black got. So basically it's saying this move is small is the point. How many points is this move worth? Like this was never a point, and if black played here, it's actually way smaller than you would think. Right? I lost my drawing thing. Oh. Because, yeah, if black played there, white still has like 50-50 to make this point, so it basically gains 2 points for white. And it doesn't destroy anything because black would need to connect here anyway, so this is like 2-point move. And yeah, blocking here or this is much bigger, so this is the losing move, I think. I mean, maybe not the definitive losing move, but probably yeah, what gave black a chance, and then yeah, of course missing this. So we can argue that it was not a miss, but that white thought it's not possible. But it doesn't look killable, no, this one. Okay, I don't know, whatever, you can peep. What? Ah, because the peep is a problem. Because if you connect, then this is center. So maybe this is what Tanguy missed, because if the peep wouldn't be a problem, let's say if it's like this, and this is gote, yeah, then this is some kind of messed up situation, which can be seki or something. But on the other hand, if we just play this Atari and play here, so it was not, I don't think it was Tanguy's blunder. I think he was really afraid of this 8 to 10 and maybe didn't realize he can play this way, because if you play it this way, then you get this connection. And black covers, but now you are alive because you can just play this. Interesting. Radfuseki now or next game? S19 was last second. Yeah, understandable. It's up to you, you're the red master. You have to know when to summon it. So let me go already stalk Lukáš's profile so that we don't miss. Yeah, and it's here, and Tanguy is black. So puff. Oops. Okay. Master Splinter. So for you guys who would be interested, there is like 70 people watching on YouTube now and 22 on Twitch. So if you call your parents, we can make it 200 viewers. So Tanguy asked Lukan to wait a second. So that's what they are doing now. So now this game is played with 2 minutes and 4 seconds. So it's super blitz. And I think even though Tanguy isn't showing his camera, which is of course a pity, we should cheer for him so that we get to experience the 5th game, right? But score update. Thank you, Shinuito. You are correct. And Lukan is white. So okay, so the red Fuseki comes and Lukan immediately enters the. Maybe he studied it. It's here. So far -5 points for Tanguy. But so now there is a psychological question, right? Why is Tanguy playing it now, the Fuseki? Why didn't he keep it for the last game? Is it because he's not confident of winning the game and he wants to play it? Or is it because he prepared even something else? Joe says, my mother watched the first semifinals like for 2 minutes. Yeah, it counts. Okay, so this is a question. Why, after playing these 3 moves, in the last corner, you play a Hoshi? But at the same time, it kind of feels like Tonguy's style, because in previous games he also played like Sansans with some kind of Moyo strategy. And yeah, Lukan is ahead by Komi, but that's of course not going to play a big role. Or I don't think that in this time setting Lukan is capable of just betoning and keeping the lead by 3 points till the end or something. I wonder if these moves are like random, or if Tanguy studied them a little bit at a point. If he really plays it often, maybe. And was it a blue move in Katago? No, almost. And again, we were speaking about this in the first game, that like this shape is quite common, right? You play it every day, but Katago wanted to play the one space jump too, and it's the best move here. I wonder why though. Like, what is the point? So if black blocks, which he will do, you come back to... Okay, so I'm curious about this. So if this happens, yeah, you just wedge. And you are happy. Basically, it's saying that you are happy that you made this for this exchange. It's not so clean. Or helping the corner. Okay. It's logical. And Lukan cuts off the red. The tail of the red, maybe. Like, this move also was played, I think, if it was in first or second game. And we were commenting in that it's the safe Lukan style. Okay, I know now how Tanguy called it. The red ascends. When the second live moves start to make the box, it's the red ascension. This is an airport of a different level. Like, which is the biggest French airport? Is Charles de Gaulle, or it's the other one? I just wanted to enjoy this. But sometimes, you know, you play this Moyo type of style and you are happy. You attack your opponent and stuff. But then he just lives at 2 places and you and then you just have to bet on the rest of the moyo, try to keep as much as possible. And the pleasure you had turns into suffering. And this looks again like quite an annoying move. Okay. So the ascended rat comes back to his hole. It feels like black is all over the place, no? Like a kind of wall here with 2 cards. Yeah, sestup z hor. Yeah, it's an expression I invented, like descending the mountain. Like he built a mountain and he descended. The problem is, or what I feel, the problem for black, or the problems for black, are that white has a lot of territory and he has 0 weakness. So I'm not sure, even if you would squeeze white royally here. Again, he ends up stealing the corner. And now slowly it's turning around. Like, this is a liability for black. This also, these cards in theory can sometimes have, like, cause some problems. And despite stealing the territory, white still has way more, I would say. Charles de Gaulle is the biggest. But probably Tanguy knows something we don't. It looks tough, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I'm very curious how Lukáš simplifies and keeps a 20-point lead. Yeah, the 20-point lead is a bit painful because it looks like, you know, nothing died. The shapes are kind of correct. It's just that the direction is all over the place. Like, black can play a move around here and try to make this box. But yeah, he has to settle this stone first. I wonder if this honey isn't better. But I guess this is aiming to some agi with the cat and peeping and stuff. Maybe small mistake. This feels like bad shape. Was it? Let me check. Yeah, probably just connecting, but it's very small, minor mistake. So if white tenukis, black has this honey, it's a bit annoying, right, because of this. But you can always just fall back to this connection, I assume. So dividing seems natural. But it feels to me like black really this helped black a lot, this exchange. Because now he's stabilizing. These guys are also kind of in the area of his accommodation here. So they'll probably find their way home. Yeah, but this one I like. Yeah, this is the chance, no? Like, of course, if black started to play from this side, it's hopeless, but he's never gonna do that. And isn't there a theoretical chance that black somehow, you know, connects here? Yeah, about, and then later, this whole group could have a small problem. But I think this is in the fairy tales realm of things. Yuli is happy she got to see this. I mean, if you are white and playing against Tanguy, are you sure you live here? I think it's only 12 points lead now, so, and suddenly black has, you know, moves to play. But here, this bump looks quite important. I think if Tanguy manages to make it even from the start, it's already a success in itself. Like, they should add him some points in EGD. We can write a letter with a Kifu as proof. But yeah, there is a hole here in the cheese of the red. And this bump, it feels like white will live quite easily in the end, right? And... but it's just Komi now. It dropped to like 5, it's still 5. And this is the magic of Go, no? Black's only hope is to make this territory. White invades, lives, steals all of the territory, and suddenly black is fine. Because he got really strong, and suddenly the points around and the attack... Yeah, like now it's... But seriously, why is it suddenly okay for black? Yeah, I think it's just because he got so strong. And he got center from the attack. So this is quite valuable, really. It's like a lot of points. Like my feeling would be, if this happened, that black didn't lose points. But to win? Yeah. And also, in the corner... Oh, but this was maybe not the best combination. Also not sure if the block, if the timing was right. Because, yes, you block white, but for what? And you now, this is a liability, this cut, since you added the move here. But okay, you play flexibly. Basically, he's saying that the top side is bigger than the bottom side, the right side. Hard to tell for me. I don't think a move around here is small. What is the AI saying? I haven't checked for a while. So if we go back just to this... No, it really seems that the top side is the focus. But yeah, attacks somehow differently. Wow. If this was how it was supposed to happen, I'm sure Tanguy would have played. So white has one eye here. So Hane, yeah, definitely. Say hello to the corner. So, oh, So now this connection should be center, right? Center-ish. Actually, no. Wait, I'm confused. This connection is... should be, right? Center. White stick on the left side is getting big, yeah. But white got this move. And black really doesn't want to lose the coin. Cause in general, I think players will tend not to finish them off too quickly, because it's basically like bonus 4 seconds once every few moves. This can be, yeah. I also thought that he will not connect there. And like there is one eye here, this is not an eye. So it's not 100% alive yet for white, but probably there will not be a problem. Sorry, I didn't catch black's move. Oh, he directly went for the eye. Like, killing this whole thing? Does he... And he's thinking... But the problem is, if he loses this score, it's quite big. And this is not working for white. Like, surprisingly, it's alive for black. Or maybe not surprisingly. But so it's a real call. And Tanguy is thinking, probably I have some quadrants on this group. And this group. So, I actually quite like it. But, of course... Of course, losing this is huge, so probably this corner is not a quadrat at all. So it needs to be something like this. And it's even a question if it would be enough, but probably yeah. Because this is also like very good endgame in case this dies. So this is center because of this cut. How many more quadrats you have? You can play here, it's a huge minus. You can play here, but it's not... because white can Atari. This quadrat... I don't think. Well, you can hope. How would you try to live as white? Yeah, this feels like shape. Now Hane. Because the problem is that this, if this black groups was alive, it would be fine. But because white can extend, but it's not center, it's extension. White should have answered once. Because now, so it's a bit better than I thought. Because if white had the chance, you know, to do this for this, which it's not possible now, this whole group is kind of weak with all of these peeps. But it's cut anyway. I'm stupid. Because if black takes, white cuts, but okay, then there is an eye, so it's like better. And black, the red sharpens its blade. So I don't think this Hane or this one is center for the corner. So Tanguy should be safe on that side. I mean, isn't it kind of dying? I know, yeah, now black plus 15. Yeah, but if he solves this problem, Splinter strikes back. But okay, so what do you do with Tanguy now? If you win this game, do you play it again? Tanguy the magic rat, yeah. So in theory, black can like jump here, right? But yeah, this should be alive still. So it's just some, like a time gaining move. Oh, this one. He had to. Oh no, it was a huge blunder. He could have blocked, no? Couldn't he have? Like, was this something? It was working, so I don't know how he should have solved it. So now it's a semi. And it's again black plus 40. Now he can take here. It was not, oh my god, what is this Atari? He thought he can, but no. Sorry, I'm blind, It was working. So, well, we'll have to check. So now it's cut, but it has more liberties. It's what is this? Oh my god. So it's a semi. So we had this Czech player, he was called Radek Nechanický, and he was always saying that fuseki doesn't matter. Maybe he was right. So usually, from my experience, how this ends up is that it's going to be some ko. And because white has this big eye, if I feel like black will have to add a move here at a point, and this is why he will not. But there are two kos also. Two kos can be also a problem sometimes. Yeah, it just doesn't have enough liberties. Yeah, he would need to win the ko many times. And if it's like a mutual, if they both live, then of course this loss was not compensated. And another liberty here. Well, Tanguy really made it interesting. And he lost. So Lukan won 3-1. What a thriller. So GG. This was epic. Like, respect to Tanguy. Okay, so apparently, so let us just check. Minus 106. There was a move that value was minus 116. Like now it's 46 for black, and now it's 70 for white. So he had to play here. Okay, and this is some hopeless. Because like this it's alive, and like this you just cut, and like this you connect, and this is cut, and this is an eye. I'm so mad at K14. Yeah, this one. Yeah. Where? Here? Yeah, Lukan studied your fuseki. Only the reds study your reds. So I will just join Discord to see if Lukan... Hello, Lukan. I don't know if you can hear me.
Yeah, I can hear you, and now I can speak as well.
Great. So can you guys hear Lukan fine? Just please confirm if it's not too loud or something. So in the meantime, somebody confirms. Ah, yeah, perfect, great. Okay, so congratulations, Lukan. This last game was quite a... But even all of the games, like especially the third one and the fourth one. So how do you feel?
I feel exhausted.
Yeah?
I mean, I have a headache right now, to be honest, because yeah, 4 games it's massively exhausting, and yeah, I mean, I could probably at some point I could probably lose all the games. I feel like, I mean, there was a moment how I could have been doomed, I think. So, I mean, first game was not great. I just felt rusty and I just lost very quickly. In the second game, the fuseki was bad again, but fortunately I managed to attack somehow and kill something. Third game, what happened in the third game? My third game was that was the peaceful one, right? Or relatively peaceful.
Yeah, but then the end game was very messy.
Sorry?
The end game was like very fighty because you like had to live on the right side, and then he stole your corner on top right, and then
right.
yeah. So
right. Right, right. Yeah, probably in that game I could have won at some point, then I could have lost at some point. Probably the end game, I probably catched up in end game quite a lot. And yeah, and this is and the last game I finally felt like, okay, I'm winning convincingly, and no, of course not. I mean, if we get to 4 seconds time pressure, I mean, anything can happen and almost unkillable group diet. So what can I say? I mean, yeah. But anyway, luck was on my side this time.
Yeah, I think the last game, it looked at a point, at least for me, so hopeless for Tanguy because he had no territory and you were just alive everywhere with strong groups. Yeah. So what can we maybe check it together if you are fine?
We can. You have some review, right?
Yeah, go to the review game, please.
I've just gone there.
Yeah, you are there?
Yeah.
Okay, so I will try to give you control. Yeah, give control. Okay, so you have the control. Can you try to like click?
I mean, the thing is that I mean, if black plays here, I'm doomed, I think.
yeah, for sure. This is...
I know. I just have no other choice, but probably I just messed up many times, like in this area, because I mean, this cannot die from this position. Like, no way. I feel like. So, but what to do better? I mean, on the other hand, there is no clear way how to live, like, if you are down to less than 10 seconds. So, but there must be something, like, very clear, I think. Like, I mean, this doesn't look like dying. Yeah.
Okay, sorry, guys. I have to fix the stream, Lukan. Sorry, just a second. Because, yeah, I was in the wrong menu.
Also, the thing is, what actually would really help me a lot, that if I actually, instead of capturing the core, I can just play here, no? First.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
It first, and then capture. Well, very likely, black will continue the core, right? But, I mean, I can do whatever. I mean, I can just play here and win, no? Because black has no territory, so...
Yeah.
Or I can even
answer
just the group. I mean, whatever, basically. So I mean, so this was also an error. I mean, I forgot to exchange this. This would actually change the situation a lot because then I'm clearly alive. I mean, if white can like escape through N13 and in that area, then white is still alive. So this was also a miscusi. So there were many at the end.
Yeah. So Tanguy wants me to ask you a question, and it's did you study the red fuseki before this match?
I didn't check with AI, but I prepared something. I mean, I was just like, how to say,
thinking about
it. I was just like thinking about the red fuseki because I knew, of course, it's coming at some point, like either 5-2 or 6-2 or something like that. And I was just thinking in my mind how to make the stone look the most silly. And I concluded that Komoku should just make it relatively not very useful. So I actually didn't check with AI, but I prepared something in my mind, let's say. But I can be completely wrong, just of course, since I didn't check with AI. But there was a little bit of preparation, let's say.
Yeah, I think you cannot be really wrong here. You were leading by 20 points after nothing much happened. But so can you just maybe show us, because okay, I agree here you made maybe some technical mistake, but still the game became a bit complicated, right? After this 20 points lead, you really had to try. So what was the move that really gave Tanguy the chance, you think?
Which move gave Tanguy the chance?
Because now, for example, at this point... This one.
I mean, I don't need that. I mean, I'm actually already this one probably. I should have probably just connected this way. Also, I was actually looking for some stronger answer on this move. Actually, this was a pretty nice move, I have to say, which I didn't know how to answer. And in retrospect, I am still not sure what is the strongest answer. Maybe just here, after all, because if black plays here, I can clamp. So, and it's like semi-center on the corner, because if black just does something and I connect, or even play the call, black I mean, what is black doing here in the corner? So I can probably just block here. I mean, this one is slack. And so maybe already this one is giving black some kind of potential because black can make the center grow. I mean, and create some central station. So, and since black has no territory, it's some chance, I feel like. I mean, it's some kind of like, yeah, there is a potential. I have to do something. I mean, until this moment, I just feel like, yeah, black stones are not cooperating together. But after black created a wall here as well, well, the stones suddenly start to cooperate together. And not only I made some shape mistakes, but also this one might be actually too much. I mean, even if I live inside, I mean, it gives black chances. Mm-hmm. So probably I don't need that, very likely.
But still, we were all a bit surprised that you managed to live inside without a real problem. And you lost like 10 points in AI thanks to it. I mean, yes, black got stronger, he can attack, but it all looked so, unclear.
I can understand this, actually. I can understand this because if I just play something peaceful from this, like at this moment, I just start like slowly taking, like reducing from the outside somehow. I don't know, what can I do? I mean, just something like this happens, let's say. Then I play here. Mm-hmm, yeah. And okay, black built 30, but that's it. And white also got the potential and some strength on the outside. And strength matters. So I'm not surprised that I lost 10 points in AI. I mean, it's just, in general, it's not a great idea. I mean, I know I should be alive, but it's just not a great idea in general.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's true that this was surprising a little bit, that you went for this peep.
Yeah, but this was just not necessary. I mean, all of this just didn't have to happen, I feel like. Mm-hmm. Just if I play here and black like attaches or something, like, okay, black is getting some stones, but it doesn't look like territory, right? I mean, it doesn't look like there can be any shape ever how black can like create a central station somehow, since there are still these guys which are not alive, these guys which are relatively strong but also can get under attack. There is a cutting point here, cutting point here. It doesn't look very likely at the moment that black can actually create something. So I actually helped. I cooperated quite a lot at this moment, I think.
Yeah, so, like at this point, if you look at black stones, which of the stones are like cooperating together now? They are all like kind of against each other. Like you take the corner, but it's quite funny.
I made them cooperate again together. I mean, now suddenly something is happening already. And black also got this, and I basically played dame. Okay, I got a great shape here, but I basically played dame in this area.
Yep. But still, it's still fine, right? But yeah.
I guess it's fine, but it's a chance. I mean, black can feel like he's in the game. So, and before, I don't think black was. So, yeah. So to me, this would give black chances. Also, I've actually expected at the beginning that at this moment, black might actually do something like this and just create something big on the left side. Mm-hmm. This would probably make some sense, because if white just lives so easily on the left side, I mean, black has no territory. And like this, black can aim for some territory, since black still has some center moves on my corner at the bottom left. So I cannot invade so easily. So very likely I would just start from here or something. But it's not that easy to invade here. So, yeah, I mean, so that's also what I expected.
And something like J11, do you think it's too...
This?
No, I mean black. Like, try to make 2 moyos or...
This?
Yeah.
Well,
okay, you're laughing, so probably not.
I mean, it's a blitz. I mean, anything can happen. So, I mean, in a serious game, probably not. But, I mean, in a rapid game, I mean, why not? I mean, it can make white confused a bit. I mean, probably I would still play something like this, but... yeah, I mean, this looks like a normal move, which probably most of us would play or something.
Great. Okay, well, thank you, and thanks to Tanguy for this show. I mean, at the start, really, I was afraid this last 4th game was going to be, like, disappointing. You'll win by 20, and then what? But it turned out to be the most epic game, maybe, of the tournament.
It was an epic one, kind of. Yeah, how could I have made the biggest throw ever, I think. So,
and so I think it's up to you, but I think we don't have to go through the other games since it's blitz, or unless there is something you yourself want to show, or...
I mean, nothing super special because I felt like there was a lot of epic stuff. So anyway happening, but yeah, I mean it's a lot of. I mean if we would go through all the games, we would be here until midnight. I think so.
Right.
Yeah.
And so, how are you feeling about tomorrow's final against Ali?
I mean, Ali is always a tough opponent. So, but on the other, I mean, he actually kind of crushed me on the Grand Prix final 1 month ago. I mean, I had no chance in the quarterfinal game. But like during like the last 2 years, we played like quite a lot of games, also like in Pandanet and also in like real life tournaments. And always it ended up like half a point or 2.5 for somebody, like the 6 games before or something like that. So like always it turned out to be like some end game masterpiece or somebody. And well, this will not happen in Blitz, but yeah. It will be surely a difficult match, but I don't know, 50-50, I guess. What can I say? I mean, but from these matches like this one and also 1 month ago against Valerie, I also expected kind of 50-50. So we are all quite close to each other, I would say.
So theoretically, you had already 2 50-50 matches which you won. So now the karma.
No, I mean, final is already good. I mean, it was like my goal to get into the final and then let's see. So.
I'm sure you will be a great opponent for Ali, but it's true that in the games against Ben, especially in the first 2 slow ones, he was super impressive. Oh, and he's in the chat. Oh, if I knew, I wouldn't have said that. But
that's for sure. That's for sure. I saw some games against Ben, and it was tough. It was tough. So. Yeah, of course, like in the quarterfinals, I mean, it was not that difficult for Ali probably because even though Stepan is a super promising youngster, he's not there yet, let's say. He's not at the like European top level. But against Ben, it was difficult. So he also already played a tough match. So, I mean, anything can happen tomorrow. So, yeah, looking forward to that and hopefully I will not have a headache anymore.
All right, so have a good night and thank you for this interview and for taking part.
Thank you for organizing. Looking forward for tomorrow. Bye-bye. See you, everybody. Thanks for watching.
Bye-bye. All right. He disconnected from Discord. And I guess this is it for us guys also for today's stream. So thanks everybody for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for unfortunately eliminated Tanguy, which really put a great show in all of the games he played, so that was amazing. So tomorrow is the final. It starts at 6 p.m. Again, the same as today. The stream will start a bit before, but you know, no need to join there. It's just so that I put everything, you know, check that everything is working. If you find this event cool, say it to others, so maybe we can make a record of viewers tomorrow. And if you want to support the event, we are collecting money to cover the prize money. But it's not like super important, so it's just theoretical. I mean, yeah. Because it's sent to my account, I will make a video like, let's say a week after the tournament to thank the viewers, say how much we collected and maybe review an extra game or something. So you will get to know how it ended up, the money collection. So thanks a lot, everybody. Tanguy will be here to kibitz. It's a question if it's not even better, because Tanguy is very good kibitz. So maybe it's the perfect constellation for the final. Alright, goodbye guys. Thanks.